Alright, in the first video I told you about Windows OneCareLive.com. No www, just http://1care.live.com. When you get there, on the left hand side of the page you want to click on Safety Scanner. It'll take you to the next page. If you have XP, you just go down a little bit and launch the scanner. Now if you have Vista or Windows 7, they also are able to be scanned at that website. It is up above the section of the XP scan, so it directs you to a different link that's appropriate for your operating system. So now what we need to do to disable add-ons with Internet Explorer, because that's what you got to use to go to onecare.live. Some things you just can't get around and use alternative. So I click on my network, my control panel first, network and internet connections, or if you have the old classic, just go to internet options. And under internet options, what you need to look for is you need to go to Programs tab. Down on the bottom it says Manage Add-ons. As soon as it opens up, if you have Internet Explorer 8, the first thing you're going to see on the left-hand side is toolbars and extensions, search providers, accelerators, and private filtering. So right now I've got it selected to show all add-ons, and it is currently looking at it for me. Whichever ones come up, I'm going to I have to click on the name of the ActiveX that I want to disable. Now, when you want to go to Windows Live, you leave all of the Windows ActiveXs enabled. But like Yahoo, for the toolbar or message checker class, all that stuff, disable it. Facebook, if you're doing it, disable it. Sun Microsystems, Java, disable it. Adobe Systems, disable. If you've got a specific special software program for your audio, which would show up in here, like I do, you need to disable it. Apple, disable. DivX player, disable. Yahoo, CBT control object, you need to disable. Real networks, if you're using it to download videos, disable. Your security software, even disable. And any other toolbars that you have and other Adobe products like the Adobe Reader. My money side controls I leave disabled by default unless I'm just going to go to the bank and that's the only place. The rest of it, like I say, you disable everything but the Windows. Now, if that doesn't work, if you go to the scanner and it comes up with an error code, you go to the last tab called Advanced. Down on the bottom of this, you've got a button that says Reset. That takes Internet Explorer back to as it was installed. No add-ons, no nothing, just a clean and download the tools you need. There's going to be 4 the first time, and the second one, and also turn off your pop-up blocker. You need to do that. So you click on it and get it going. It'll download 4 tools the first time, and then I believe it's 11 tools the second time. And once those, you want to sit around and do so. It's like watching paint dry. It's just what I got to do, though. I got to make sure it does it what I want. It will pick up not all bad software, and I say that because we've got so many different terms for it. We got malware, we got viruses, we got Trojans, we got rogue security, we got key. No, it's all malware. That means it ain't good for your computer. So that is how you would disable your add-ons to be able to go to Windows onecare.live.com. I will include that link again in the information box, topic box, whatever they want to call it. But I also want to state, if you go to McAfee.com, they have a free online scanner, as well as the Site Advisor tool, which I use on my computer, and I don't think I'd browse without it. And again, when you use McAfee Site Advisor, it's a free tool. Whenever you go to a website and it's green, it's very safe. Minor problems. If it's yellow, spam email usually is what that site has been doing. If it's red, close your damn window, shut it off. And I use Process Explorer on my XP operating system because it's way more powerful than Task Manager. I can get to see all processes that are running, even unnamed ones. It also, when I minimize it, it's down here in my time clock area on the bottom taskbar. So I can see what's going on with my memory, my CPU usage, and even bandwidth, how much is being taken up. So I would recommend that also. You go to Microsoft, do a search, Process Explorer. And like I say, if something's rogue, see, now if you get to a website and it ends up, are you sure you want to go away and everything else? And that makes the red flags go off in your head, because that's what these bad software sites do. It doesn't matter whether you click OK, cancel, or the red X. It actually starts the process of the install. So when that happens, I just come down here to my Process Explorer, right click, open, go down to Firefox, if that's the browser I'm using at the time, click on it, go to the top and hit the red X to kill it. It'll say, are you sure? Yes, no. I hit yes. Boom. It stops. There's no way that they have an opportunity to install that rogue security software on my computer. So those are some important tools that I run on mine. Now, I can't recommend the tools I'm using for my port scanning and network and everything else, because that's close to $2,000 per program, and I have two of them on my system right now. And eventually, right now I've got 2 operating systems on this computer. I'm going to end up with 4. I also want to install Server 2003, and I want to install Slackware Linux, which is to me a very good program. I can create my own rules. It's just wonderful to get in there and to discover and learn how to use. Yes, it's very techy, but you can lock that down and it will be the most secure system. Because if you get a virus in Linux, so what? It's ineffective. It's different. It's in a different file format. See, now all computers, but especially Linux, they see all devices, hardware devices, as a file. You understand that? And again, if you have any questions, or if there's a topic you are having issues with, please just drop me a line. I'll walk you through how to do it. And like I say, eventually I'm going to have a camcorder here so I can do installs from scratch to show you how I do it each step of the way. All right, and thank you. God bless you all. I love you, and have a good night.